Today we review the Vont USB light. Hello legends and super legends, welcome to Veloharmony. In today's review we're talking about lighting. We received some lighting from a company called Vont, and in the description I will put a link to their site, their store on Amazon, and there is a discount code for all of you all that may want to try their products. But they make really good products, and the reason I decided to do this review is because we have, for example, in the USB light here, they're very similar to some lights you may have seen, but they perform so much better. And at this price point, there aren't close competitors. So you can see that's the white light. I'm just going to pull it out. First thing I noticed was that the lighting is very easy to operate. There are other lights that are similar, but you've got to really fight with them to get the controls. And I've actually owned some of those lights. It's very easy to control. The touch is very tactile on the button. There is a button on the top right there. And all you do is you touch it to go through the modes. The cameras never do these lights justice. I can't really look at it because it's so bright. It's almost like a strobe there. So you got 4 settings for each of these. This is the rear light. Dim, flashing. Now I'm going to kill some of the lights in the studio just so maybe you can see this better. So all the lights are gone. Look at that. Let me go to this mode is off. That's steady, dim, flashing, and this is like a strobe. Do the same thing with the front light. What I like is I don't have to fight to turn it on. That's the front light. Let me do this, maybe you'll see it better. That's dim, that's flashing. Yeah, the camera really picks this one up well here. And that's strobe. I'm going to try to get it to represent, but you kind of get a feel for the lighting. Let me turn the studio lights back on. Okay, in the box we have 4 straps for attaching the light to your bike. So basically you really only need 2, but they put 2 extra in there. I thought that's a nice touch. Soft rubber that's very durable. And then they have a user manual. That's a nice touch. Usually you don't get anything with these lights, so that's really neat. It tells you about battery life, the modes of the light, tells you about the headlight and the tail light depending on the mode you pick. For example, full brightness for the headlight lasts 3.5 hours. Full brightness for the tail light is 2.5 hours. You can get 10 hours of the, what I call dim, they call it half brightness of the headlight, 10 hours. That's very nice. The tail light at half brightness, or what I call dim, which is the second mode, you get 9 hours. So this will more than work for the long riding that we do. Then it says the slow flashing mode, you get 10.5 hours for the headlight and 9.5 hours for the tail light. Then the fast flashing mode, which I call strobe, you get 10 hours for the headlight and 9 hours. So this ticks all the boxes for me. This thing will last longer than I ever needed to. They're both USB rechargeable. Then you get 2 micro USB plugs. Of course, 1 for each light. Just simple, and they just work. Let me get, there's a product I have here that looks exactly like this, but I think it's nothing like it. I don't know who makes these, but you can see they look exactly the same. Let's see if the name's on here. Okay, this is Lezine. This is a Lezine light. I've had that for a while. You notice they've been sitting over there. You guys probably haven't even seen them on my bike. They are a pain to turn on. When you try to turn, I mean, you got to really push. You see that little light comes on? Then it comes on. You got to really, now watch. This one here, let me use a tail light just like this. Similar design, but look, just a tap to go through the modes. You want to go through the modes on the Lezine, you better have the finger in the right place. You got to hold. It's a hassle when it's on the bike. So as a result, I haven't been using it. It's just been sitting here like a paperweight. That's the reason I got excited when the Vont came. Let me put the Lezine back. I really didn't want to do a comparison, but I couldn't resist because the styling is, the aesthetics are the same, but the function is different. So needless to say, the Vont goes on my bike today. I'm taking the blue bike for a spin, and the Vont will be on there. You will see clips where Paul, actually we got 2 sets of the light to the channel, and so Paul already put a pair on his bike, and we're going to go to that right here. This is the Vont USB rechargeable tail light. Excellent. The camera does not do this light justice. Like all the light reviews that I do, the speed of the camera has to keep up with the light. That's Paul modeling the light there. Look at that. That's a steady mode. Use another mode. That's dim. Wow.
That's a fast mode.
Fast mode. Wow. That's like strobe.
Yeah.
Okay, do another mode. Is that it?
Yeah, it has 4.
Okay, 4 modes.
Yeah.
Let's go to the front. And we're gonna film more on the road, but this is just excellent. The camera does not even come close to what you see with the real eyes.
Now,
Wow.
off.
It's off.
Force mode.
Wow, that's bright. And then regular. Okay, flashing, gotcha. Wow, that's strobe.
Yeah, 4 modes.
4 modes, just like the back.
Yeah.
I wish I had a higher speed camera to keep up with that, but its representation is maybe 1/3 of what you would see in real life. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay.
Perfect.
I wanted to go ahead and show you how to attach these straps. The straps do not come attached to the light. I've slipped one in. Let me do the front. But they're pretty easy to use. So the rubber straps here, I'm going to come up close so you can see. This light is designed to either clip onto your jersey or your bag or whatever. But if you want to put it on the bike, you just take this strap, slide it under the clip, which is built into the body of the light, and pull up, and it slips in there. And now you can stretch it around whatever tube on the bike you want to put it on. I'm going to mount this on the front and just put it around the bars, and then it clips right there. So it will basically go like this and just clip on the bottom. Easy to use. And they send you 4 of these, and you only need 2, so you got 2 extra. Same thing with the rear light. They're so nice. I'm going to be using them a lot more than the one I showed you earlier from Lezine, because these are, when you're on the bike and you want to change a mode, I mean, sensitive. That was my problem with the other light. As a result, I wasn't using them. So I want to put it on the bike so you all can see what they look like. I'm going to put it in my favorite spot, which is right behind the SMP on my saddle. Gives it a high area for drivers to see. And I think this is the spot I will use it in the most. Another option is, which for a lot of people will be very reasonable, you can put it on the seat post here. Right there. You can strap it there, and that would work. Right there on the seat post. Or, let's see if it will work here. Because this thing will go around anything. And let's see, yeah, you just pull it closer. So you could put it here. I've got mud guards on the bike. You could put it on the seat stay as well. The options are endless. Anywhere there's a tube, you can attach this light. And then with the clips, if you're carrying a bag, like you're in the city commuting or whatever, you can just clip it onto the back of your bag, or you can clip it onto your jersey. I've clipped it right on my middle pocket. I'm going to turn it on. I think it's in steady mode. I can't really see it. I think it's flashing there. Look at that. Okay, so you have a lot of options with this light. So you can't go wrong with these lights. So if you're in the business for lights, and even if you're not, keep the link to their store, because Vont makes a lot of other products that we're going to be introducing to you all as we go on.